Hi everyone, we are back with another war video today, and this is going to be the final war of season 68. We are going up against the Alliance LVT. Final war of the season. We are basically 100% guaranteed war champ. We'd have to die absurd amount of times. A bunch of stuff would have to happen for us to not win war champ. So basically guaranteed. War plans came out quick. I boosted up right away first night. I'm probably like the second person onto the map. I just wanted to get through my fights and call the season today. We got a lot of Absman fights. And yeah, so you're going to see we're going to play pretty well. I screw up. No, screw up. I don't play great the middle two fights, or the fight 3 and 4, but the rest of the fights go relatively well. But here we got Korg with Absman. Just don't want to throw specials while he has the rock stacks. Otherwise, yeah, we can throw our specials in between that. Obviously don't want to parry. So we're just throwing these off. Fight's going fine. We're going to bait a special 2 here. We do our form there. Trying to bait out this special 2. You really want to play ball. Here we're going to punish though. Relic. Combo into the special 1. Is this being played optimally for damage? Definitely not. Bait this. I think I heavy into the special 1 here, and that ends the fight. So down he goes. Not too bad. Just over a minute. And yeah, first fight of the war, done. We'll make our way to our next fight. We got Hulkling here. Wasn't too worried about this one. We know our parries will potentially not stick once we get the tranquilize on us. Otherwise, just Asman versus Hulkling. Standard fight. We are gonna do. We stayed in Uru for this. I know a lot of times most people go Magma, but it's kind of just fine. Throw a special 1. Just gonna play it safe. In terms of how we're gonna kind of cycle attacks. Go for the light intercept here. Special 1 again. Push him to a special 2 again. He throws this. Heavy into the special 1 here. Hit an intercept. I think we heavy into the special 1 again. And then we should be doing a medium, light, medium very soon. Should be here. Medium, light, medium. Special 1. Throw this. We know it's going to be unblockable. Then we crit, and he goes down. So, nice and easy. Sub-minute. Down pretty quick. Our next fights we're going down Path 5. Asman versus Thanos here. I don't like this matchup. It's a fine matchup in general. I just have not been doing very well with Asman versus Thanos. This node though, it's got the intercept. We've got to play around the falter, but otherwise it should be pretty easy. We invul for it just to be safe. Go for an intercept here. We hit it. Bait this. Combo away. We do need to watch his unstoppable just to be safe. So I am watching his charges just to make sure I don't run into too many issues. Here we're going to go for another intercept. Then we, of course, get intercepted ourselves. He full combos, which was awesome. Here we're going to... I wasn't sure if we could get there in time, so I didn't want to risk it. Throw the special 1. Get him to his first protection phase. Bait this. Go for the intercept. Bait this guy. I think we heavy punish into the special 1. Get him down to the next protection phase. Gonna hit him a bit here. Bait the special 1 here. Do our reform. Throw this guy. Bait the special 1. Didn't play an intercept again. Very annoying. I think we go for the intercept here. No, we just do a reform. Okay, that's fine. So here I just think we hit him to the next protection. Now I'm like, alright, let's try and get intercept out of this guy and really get this fight down. He plays an intercept, we throw a special one, it doesn't kill, and then I think we just heavy here. Yeah, and that's the fight. So down he goes. Definitely slower than I wanted it to be. You know, never really in danger of dying, which is fine. And then we got our next fight. Our one non-Absman fight is going to be this Gene here. I was basically told Jack or whoever the hell I want to use. So we opted for Jack. I've done this fight before. It's fine. I think I screw up, though, and I get the intercept, and I'm like, oh, there's enough time for me to throw the special 2 and for it to tick. And there wasn't enough time for me to throw a special 2, so the protection comes back, and I don't get all my damage, which is super annoying. I think this Gene doesn't really play into intercepts either. Yeah. She kind of wanted no business with the intercepts at all, which was a bit annoying. She throws this. We block it for some reason. Play an intercept. Get an intercept, which is good. Bait this guy. Go in here. And then I think I hit a parry. I throw this. And I'm like, oh, this will be fine. And then, like, we get, like, half generous. We get, like, a quarter of the damage. And I'm like, oh, my God, that was beyond ridiculous. So, didn't get a maximizer damage there at all. She's, again, not really playing an intercept very much. We hit it here. I think we're late on a special 1 punish, which is, like, wild. So here we get this setup. We're going to heavy into the special 2, which is good. This is going to do some good damage. She throws special 2 right away, which is good. We punish here, and then I want to bait this special 1, and then I go for a punish, and she gets the parry up, which I've never had that happen before. It didn't, like, throw me completely off guard, but I was just like, man, I've literally never had that happen where she recovered fast enough. So that was super freaking annoying. And then at this point, I'm like, well, she's, like, basically dead. I'm just going to special 2 and get out of here. And this, I think, does kill without issue, even through the protection. So, yeah, down she goes. Minute and a half. Should have been faster. But, yeah, a couple errors on my part. Late on that punish, which was still crazy to me. And then burning a bunch of my debuff time period or uptime by not playing around the protection correctly. But those are only 2 fights that are kind of a little bit rough. Next, we got Absman here versus Man Thing. I did these 3 fights earlier in the season. They didn't go super well last time, so I really wanted to play better. So, yeah, that's what we're going to try and do. We're going Magma here. Get a couple intercepts going. We're going to knock them down once we get to our special 2. So I think we do a heavy here. We go into our special 2. Decent damage here. Bait the special 2. Comboing away. I think we heavy again for another knockdown. Throw this special 2. Bait this special 2. We're going to do our medium, light, medium soon. There we go there. Now we just want to get a knockdown. We're going to heavy. Good damage there. Bait the special 2. Bait the special 2. And I think we do another medium, light, medium into the special 2. And this wraps the fight up, obviously. So nice and easy, nice and smooth. Really happy with how that fight went overall. And yeah, we had the invul just in case he went red for whatever reason. Our next fight is going to be Dark Phoenix on 45. We've done this fight, like 3 or 4 times this season. I think this is 4. Because I think number 3 did not go well. I didn't get like close to dying, but it wasn't the best for sure. The first 2 went well, and then this one goes pretty well if I remember right. Main thing to do is if after she does like a combo into a heavy, if you do like double light, you can pause your form, which is the main thing you want to do during Cold Snap. We're not getting great Cold Snap RNG, which is fine. Heavy into this, do some good damage. Now she's in bleed, so I can just hammer away. I don't want her to throw a special 1, so I wish for my combo at that point. special one here is good. And then we're going to try to do our double lights, but she just launches a strainer block. This special into hard block is becoming the bane of my existence. Like, the AI just does not care at all. So that was super annoying. I think we're doing medium, light, medium here, and then we're going to heavy into the special one, because I think this should kill, which it does. And then I think I just hit her once and she goes down. So nice and easy. Again, that special 2 into hard block was annoying. I did get lucky RNG with cold snap that time. Not that it would have killed me or anything, but it would have been a bit more annoying, of course. And then our last fight, we have another defender who wants to throw specials into hard block. Because why not? This Knull fight, last time it went pretty well, but Knull did throw a special one into hard block. He's going to do it again this time. Twice in a row, which is awesome. So yeah, the plan here, I go for a light intercept out the gate, just so for spacing's sake. Again, I don't love doing that, but, you know, sometimes it makes sense. Combo here, I want to push him to special 2. We shorten our combo. He throws this into hard block. I'm like, all right, we can probably play around this and just throw our special 1 when it's about to expire. And then he throws a second one to hard block, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to get the timing right for both, so I just need to be ready, and I'm just going to have to play reverse controls. So we know we have reverse controls here. There I go the wrong way the first time. I'm like, okay. Then I eat the heavy, and I'm like, okay, time to lock in now, which we do. So I'm trying to bait this. He throws it. I know I'm going to have reverse controls here. Medium, light, medium. Throw this. So now we should have some pretty big damage. We get out of reverse control situation. We bait this guy. Medium, light, medium. Relic. Well, medium, light, medium here. Special 1, and that's the fight. So even with the very, very annoying special ones at a hard block, we get out of there sub-minute. A little sloppy at the beginning with the reverse controls, but then we locked in a bit just to make sure we were safe. And yeah, that ends our war, our biggest war of the season, I'm pretty sure. I mean, we ended up with a lot less fights this season, so I think that 7-fight war was the biggest one. So yeah, really happy with how the war went overall from my play standpoint. And yeah, good way to close out the season. We did go Deathless, which was great. And then let me jump to war results. All right, and for war results, we did end up winning this war. We won by a lot. So a nice Deathless clear from us. We're really happy to see that on our Fire War of the season. LVT didn't have their best performance with 6 deaths. So yeah, in terms of our BG, our BG obviously went Deathless. And with that, we were the top BG this season for our alliance. And I would assume in all of war, most of the other alliances had a decent amount more deaths than GT40. So it's hard to imagine another BG did better than us from another alliance. Maybe at Salty. I can't imagine any other alliance based on attack bonus lost. So yeah, really proud of how our BG performed. And yeah, really strong season from GT40 overall. I'll jump to final results in terms of the war season as well. So here's the top 20 masters. We did end in first place. Again, we went 12-0 this season. So really strong performance from us. We had the best attack bonus, as you can see there. The skull with the number next to it is how many times we died on the season. So just 19 deaths from us as an alliance. My battle group had 5 deaths. All of them were 1 death of war. So we had 7 donuts and then 5 1-death wars, so really good from us there. As you can see, the rest of the Masters, shout out to the rest of them. Podium alliances this season were Salty in second and MSK TT in third. Top 10, you got Noon, LVT, PBT, Hate, that's Universal Stars, Cav, and Night Guardians. And then you got Ivy, Faye, For Loki, 211, DD13, Zine, Nath, which probably should have been docked, but Kabam does not consistently dock alliances. And then LF, RD, Redeemers, and then XK9. So yeah, shout out to all the Masters alliances. So yeah, really happy with how we performed as an alliance. We performed really well, and it still felt like we could have played to a higher level, it feels like. Like most of our deaths were not the best. I would say the planning was really, really strong this time around. Not that it wasn't last season, but the planning was really strong from our alliance. And I think that's what really made the difference here. Obviously, we have very strong players, the strongest players probably. Not probably. We have the strongest players in Alliance War, but I really think the planning was top notch, which really, allowed us to perform at a really high level. So yeah, really happy with how the season went with GT40, and happy with my contribution this season. Definitely no deaths this time, which was important. But let me jump to my final stats on the season. So, final stats on the season for me, as I mentioned already, I did go deathless. We had 58 fights, 0 deaths. So less fights than usual for me, but I expected to have less fights this season. Last season I had 72, which was more than I expected to have. When joining GT40, I expected to have quite a bit less, but Mojo whitelist season, so that made the difference here. This season I expect to have less. I had a lot of the other tactic champs that were going to be doing a lot of fights were already covered by others, so it didn't make sense for me to rank them. And then I tried to fill in the gaps where I could. So as you can see, my top used champ was Black Cat. I thought that might have been a possibility that she would be my most used because we didn't have a rank 5 of her, and so if I was assigned her early in the season, I was going to rank 5 her, which is what I did. And then my second most used was Absman, which I definitely would not have bet on Absman being one of my most used. He is not a champ I've really used in War previously before the season. Like, these 15 fights are easily more than the rest of my seasons combined. I've probably used him like 8 times in War before. Obviously, I signed him a bunch when I was planning, but I just never used him myself that much. So it was fun to use both him and Black Cat. Definitely a nice change of pace from who I usually use. In terms of the other champs I use, as you can see, Carolina still got a lot of fights, even when she was banned a good amount. So when she wasn't banned, I ended up using her a lot. Sim Supreme, comeback, which I had used him a ton previously, way back. Like, I used him a bunch when he was a 6-star only. So that was really nice to use him again. Again, I'm very comfortable using him, and using him for serpents and everything like that. So that was nice to do. And the rest of the fights were very small amount, 2 for a bunch of champs. Angela was something when I thought I might rank 5, but she didn't actually get as much play as I thought might happen, which just ended up being that way, so that was fine. And then just a couple 1-fight champs as well. In terms of fight type, 44 path, 13 mini, 1 boss, and then deathless streak. We're up to 81. Longest is 272. I'm still upset about my death last season. I'll never recover them. It's just very annoying. So yeah. And then in terms of 2-1 record, as you can see there, we are over 2,000 kills now, which is a lot. Too many. Probably need to retire soon. Probably will retire soon-ish. But yeah. But overall, very happy with my season. Again, less fights than usual, but 58's fine. And I expect to have less this season, so just happy that I was able to play well and contribute to us getting another War Champ. Back-to-back's really cool. So hopefully we'll see if we can do a 3rd in a row next season. But yeah, that is going to do it for this video, though. Thank you for watching.